Ibbo Mandaza. Professor, good morning to you. How are you on this Wednesday?
Morning, thank you.
Thanks for making time. The arrests of 6 University of Zimbabwe students on Monday after staging a protest. What were they calling for in their protest? We know there's a lecturer's absence from classes due to a pay dispute. Is that all?
That's mainly the problem. But this has to be understood in the context of an economic crisis in the country, in the midst of a wasteful expenditure on the part of sections of the leadership in Zimbabwe. The spectacle of this man who hands out vehicles and cash as like confetti in the midst of such poverty and such a crisis is really puts in sharp profile the case of the University of Zimbabwe, where lecturers, professors are getting a meager $230 a month, and it does help to also highlight the very crisis at the heart, at the core of Zimbabwe society, education. A member of the Teachers Union today highlights some of the major flaws in the education system. The number of students being sent back home for failure to pay fees, the dropout rate at primary and secondary school is frightening, and is all those in sharp contrast to the situation at independence, when Zimbabwe experienced an education revolution, which is now legion throughout Africa. So this is exactly where we stand as a country, and education is only one sector, and of course the indignity of professors receiving a meager $230, and also explains why in 2025 we have a frightening statistics where almost 80% of all professional and skilled Zimbabweans outside the country. We are virtually indispensable in countries like South Africa in terms of education and health expertise, and of course this correspondingly explains the depletion of skilled and professional skills at home.
Is it a valid call then, as you make the example of South Africa in terms of what is acceptable in the region? Is it a valid call, this increase of a salary to what it was back in 2018? And also citing your previous point on wasteful expenditure, can the government afford it?
Of course it can. It can. By simply subventing some of the expenditures on luxuries to the key sectors such as education, and in particular the case of the University of Zimbabwe, or the other universities as well, state universities. It can be done, yes. The resources are there. It's just the misplaced priorities that is at issue here.
The students also are members of the Zimbabwe National Students Union. We know the importance of galvanizing such when it comes to making a stand in terms of organized movements. Can the government be sending a message, and what is that message for this arrest?
Well, it's some of the pattern of state response. It's kind of knee-jerk reaction. It will continue that way, as it has been for a long time, where the state has no answer except to resort to such actions as been demonstrated. Doesn't solve the problem at all. It just exacerbates the situation in that respect.
It's been over a month of the lecturers' strike. Is the leadership of the university ignoring the class disruptions as a result of this strike and the concerns of students, as the students are accusing the leadership of the university as doing, without moving too far away from the government? We'll come back to that.
Well, it's just helplessness in the state. It is disorganized responses, mixed reactions. You have sections of the state condoning the action by the university lecturers going on strike. You have public opinion in general, as reflected in the statement by the student just now, which is in sympathy with the plight of the students and the plight of the university professors. So I think basically it's slow response, but the response will be extracted eventually by such social action as we are seeing at the moment.
What has since happened to the students who were arrested?
Well, I'm sure they're just detained, awaiting trial, the usual legal process in a very confused judiciary at the moment in Zimbabwe. Things fall apart, as someone wrote once upon a time.
Taking things back to the responsibility of government, recently war veteran Blessed Geza called for indefinite stayaways, and he is insisting that President Emmerson Mnangagwa is incapacitated and needs to leave office. What is your take on this?
Yeah, I think basically Geza's outbursts resonate with public opinion across the country. There's no doubt about that. He's just stating the obvious, about which the student and the university protests are a mere symptom, and that goes across the society as a whole. Education, health. We are in a crisis, no doubt about that. And there's no hiding it. And therefore, Geza's statements, of course, find a lot of resonance across the society.
As a region, should we be concerned that there could be fresh political instability in Zimbabwe as you speak of a crisis?
Yes, there is instability. No doubt about that. We've been in this crisis for a long time. Some of us have highlighted the plight of a state which is incapable of reform, neither political nor economic. We've been saying this for a long time.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there for now, Professor. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
That's a political analyst, author and publisher, Professor Ibbo Mandaza, giving us the latest there in terms of the lecturers at the University of Zimbabwe having gone on strike, and then over and above that, the students who are now affected in their classes and having to halt writing exams for some of them, going on their own protest against that initial protest. I'm sure that's a story that we'll be covering as Africa Rise and Shine, maybe throughout the week. It's a developing one. 20 minutes past 8.
Annie Kalonji sur